Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video tonight because Arlo really needs a haircut. If you guys don't know, we were in Indiana for a couple months, and during that time he did not get a haircut at all, except for shaving his face and his feet and trimming his top knot. But he did not get any of his body cut, which means he is very, very long. He's got a lot of fur, very fluffy, and it's really hot here. It was 90 degrees today, so it is definitely time for a trim. And I'm probably just gonna speed through it unless I try to stop and explain something. But I did want to give you guys kind of a quick rundown of what I normally do. I usually start with shaving his body off. Here, I'll show you. So usually I start with just his body, and I do his legs, top of the legs the same way, all the same length, and then his bracelets down here are just a little bit longer. I'm not sure what I'm going to cut them down to today, but they'll just usually be 1 or 2 combs larger than the body. And then his tail, I just kind of decide as I go, and then I blend it up here at the base. And then his neck is the same length as his body, although sometimes I do trim it where the neck is quite a bit shorter than both the body and the top knot, so that he has a good base for where his prong and his e-collar go. And then I shave his face down to the shortest number, and then I shave his paws down to the shortest number, both of which help with just making sure that he stays as clean as possible from eating, and then also from walking around outside. So let's go on outside and get started. Okay, so this is where we're going to be doing all of our trimming today, and the reasoning for that is because I do not have the usual grooming table that I have at work, so we're doing it out here. Normally I would shave him on the grooming table at work, but can't go to work right now because of the pandemic. So we've got a towel covering my license plate. I have all of my professional clippers combs in my little box. They're all Wall brand. I'm a real fan of Wall brand products, just like them. So in here I've got all of my color-coded combs. Very excited to use those again. There's mosquitoes in here, and eventually I'm going to freak out. I'm taking a bath after this anyway. So, second item of interest is this. I got this metallic bag for Christmas a couple years ago, and I've never put anything else in it other than this. So, this is my clippers. There we are. So, I have an Andis pair of professional clippers. I really like them. They are very nice. They're like a sparkly blue, and then it's got like a rubber hand grip. Usual buttons, usual top. The only thing is I have to brush it out because obviously the last thing that I cut was a doodle, you can tell. Okay, so basically here you can see me grooming Arlo, and this video isn't meant to be educational or anything. I'm not going to tell you guys how I trim my dog down to the detail or anything, especially because this video shows a mistake that I made, and I'm going to talk about that really quick. So basically what happened was I was really tired this day, and I needed to trim Arlo because he was getting hot, and also because after months of just brushing and no trimming or scissoring or anything at the apartment in Indiana with my boyfriend, he had had some split ends, and I had not done the best job taking care of those. That's my own fault, but he needed those trimmed off. So I tried to shave down to a point where the split ends were gone, and also he was short enough where he wasn't going to be too hot. So I made the mistake of moving combs probably too fast. I probably should have been more careful and brushed him out more first. I did brush him out a little bit here, but not as much as I probably should have, and that is my mistake. So He definitely didn't get brushed out enough, and he also did have some knots in his hair just from the fact that his hair was so long and he had some split ends. So it was really hard to get the clippers through his hair. You can see me kind of struggling with it here. Arlo's being a really good sport. But basically, I did not notice, but part of the way through the trim, my blade broke. I did not notice it at the time, and immediately when I saw it, I panicked. But basically, what happens when you break a blade is you have like almost no idea like what happened. So basically, I had no idea if his skin had been cut anywhere. I had no idea if his fur was uneven, which it definitely was. Luckily, there were no cuts on his skin anywhere. As far as I can see, there is no like skin abrasions or any injuries or anything. However, he did end up with uneven hair, which is not good. And also, I think it just basically caused more of the like split end effect that we were dealing with, where his fur was like frayed and, not soft in a bunch of areas. So at that point, I realized I'd made a mistake, and I don't have any more blades. I only had 2 blades at the time. So what we did is we took a break, and in the morning, I did give him a bath. You can see here that he's really not enjoying his hair mask. But I did give him a bath in order to rinse off all of the hair that had been trapped, since the split ends probably made sure to keep a lot of that hair. And I gave him a bath to help with skin irritation. So it was oatmeal and coconut milk, shampoo and conditioner for healthy skin. It talked about revitalizing hair and helping to heal split ends. So I wanted to be sure that we used something that was going to help his hair and his skin recover. And then after that, we did do a chlorhexidine rinse and then a recondition, so that his skin would definitely be clean, just in case there were cuts that I wasn't able to see. And then right after I gave him his bath, I brushed him out very gently, just to see kind of where we were. And basically it looked like there was a lot of split ends still. There was a ton of like different lengths of hair, which was not great. However, skin irritation basically gone. So that made me really happy. So we, luckily, Michaela's younger sister Megan is friends with a professional groomer, and I do have my certification, so I can groom. However, I am not a groomer. I am not a professional. I don't view myself as that because I do not have the experience. I've only groomed a couple dogs at work, and that's basically it. I don't groom professionally or anything. The only thing that I do for Arlo is like trims. And even then, I do see a professional groomer like 2 to 3 times a year. And then I just do all of his baths, and then face trims and feet trims and like genital area and butt trims myself. And then usually I'll do his body trims myself as well. Just if I want a different cut, then I'll go into a professional groomer. And we do have our groomer, except she was booked up due to the virus. So we went to go see Michaela's younger sister's friend, and she was very helpful. She did shave him down to a point where his fur would be able to recover. And there were no split ends, and it was all even. So that is basically what we needed. He is very short now. I don't know if this will be the first video where I talk about it, or if there is another video coming out before this one where you guys see how short he is. But he is relatively short. There's obviously still fur on him, but you can kind of see his skin. So he is at a healthy hair length. Like, there's no problem with him being this short, other than like appearance wise. And we are working to maintain a healthy skin regimen and a healthy hair regimen to help him recover as well. He's getting Zyrtec and CBD, and then he's also getting some oatmeal cleansing bath as well. So I just wanted to share that kind of accident with you guys, because I think that it's really important to not hide our mistakes from our viewers, and I wanted to be sure that you guys didn't view me as someone who hid their mistakes, or who didn't explain things well. So I did want to put it out in the universe that that is what happened, and I'm admitting to that mistake, and I am promising that I will do better. I do feel horrible. I tell Arlo that all the time. He seems to not really care at all, like he doesn't seem to notice in the slightest, but I still feel bad because I know that he doesn't look as good as I was hoping for him to look. So eventually, he will grow out and he will look amazing, and I'm thinking of putting him in a modified Continental next, just as kind of like a hurrah for when his hair does grow back. I'm very excited to see it. So thank you guys so much for watching. That's kind of all I had for this video. I did just want to be honest with you guys. I know it's kind of weird, because this isn't the normal type of video you're used to seeing from me, but I think that it's really important for me and my like mental health and my confidence to put out even things that are mistakes that I've made. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a much more interesting video of whatever we make next time. Bye.